What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi, and I don't expect anybody to be up right now, but I'm doing this live because I can't sleep. It's after 1 o'clock for me, and I just was made aware of all of this that I'm presenting. So I don't want to. It's going to be a lengthy piece, and I don't want to have to do post editing. So this way I can just do it like this, and then when I'm done, it'll be a recorded video. I don't have to do any editing or anything like that. And then when people see it, whenever they see it, it'll be a recorded video anyway. So no need for me to do a recorded video. All right. This is just easy for me. Um, in our last stream, Allison Blebb, shout out to you, was saying, brought me a whole piece, brought a whole link that we went and looked at with regard to not only this shooting, but even the elementary school shooting as well. And but we also looked at some in this website, this channel that she directed us to. There was also stuff about this Buffalo shooting, and you'll recall there was two sisters in the piece that had conflicting statements. They claimed these two ladies worked at the tops. They worked up on the front lanes. And that, I see you, Melanin. What are you doing up? Go to bed. I don't know where you're at in the country, but it's after 1 o'clock for me, so it's got to be something ridiculous for everybody else. Anyway, so they made conflicting statements. But that also gelled with what I knew. I was holding a piece of the puzzle and didn't know it. I always tell you about knowledge converging. So I was holding a piece of the puzzle and I didn't know it. I knew I was holding some bullshit though. So it wasn't like, oh my God, I totally don't know what this could mean. Because I told you, I have the video of the actual shooting at the Tops Market. I have it. I have it on my phone. It's over two minutes plus. I have it. I've had it. I also have the 180-page manifesto. But I said to you, after seeing what Allison turned us on to, well, this does gel with what I know because I have the video and I can tell you that I never saw a security guard in the video. I didn't see know anything about the security guard until they started saying it and I was reading about it. There was no security guard. I've run it in slow motion at all sorts of speeds. The video is him, so it's like you're him because the camera is on his helmet or whatever he has on his head. So you're him. You're driving up, you're behind the wheel, you drive up, you see people in front of Tops, you get out, you shoot the first chick in the blue outfit, the other people over there on the little bench. There was no security guard. There was no security guard, damn it. And so that makes now what I'm bringing, that's it. That's it. Because I was done with this and done with all shootings. I'm tired of this. But this is significant and it's important because I need to give another piece. The other piece of it, not only don't I have a security guard on my video of this shooting, but I also that's going to come back to me. Oh, but it also gels with the fact that in his manifesto, he's claiming that black people want to take over and, you know, or he's afraid of this replacement theory and all this. but you not going in and checking for strong black men who hold the seed. Instead, you shot mostly elderly black women. You understand? So add now the lack of the proper victim. Add that to I don't have a security guard in the video of the shooting, and these inconsistent statements by the two sisters that was out there. By the way, the one with the little rap on, if you was here yesterday and we did she could have got it. That was a beautiful woman. Anyway, but there they were making inconsistent statements. One minute she was like, Aaron wasn't here. Then she was like, yeah, if we hadn't seen him, we wouldn't have been here. Thank God he was there, because if we hadn't seen him, we probably wouldn't be alive. Wait, which one is it? He wasn't there because he's not, because she specifically said this is recalling personal knowledge, because he don't even be there on Saturday. That's a firm statement of knowing somebody's habits. You don't even eat shrimp. So set your ass down. It would be like that. This was that. So this ties into back a long time ago on my old channel. I brought you a piece of this brother in Africa who had found a way, I feel like he was using a toilet or something, to make water fresh or something. And remember, there was a big dust up because there was some white devil that stole the invention. Then recently, I brought you, we're all aware that there's a brother in another African country, because all we do is make stuff like we've always done as African people. White people have contributed not a fucking thing to humanity, but theft and murder and genocide and division. But this brother just recently, there was he had a generator that works on radio waves, and also a television that works on radio waves. Remember, there was a big flat screen TV, like a 50-inch, and it just, you don't need to plug it in, you don't need no power, nothing. It just works. He's harnessed this energy. Well, I just learned tonight he was poisoned. He's in the hospital. We're going to read and find something to see whether or not he got poisoned and he lived, or he got poisoned and he died. We're going to find that out. But this is the coup de grace. Why I'm even sitting here at after 1 a.m. Because this security guard dude, turns out he was either had a patent or was just about to get a patent for an engine that runs on fucking water. Don't tell me shit about white people, ever. They're everything that I've ever said to you they are. Everything. Every bit of it. Now, I want to begin to set the tone. I think we should go with, I don't know who I want to start with. Well, we'll start in that order. We'll start with Aaron and we'll work our way back. This now is video of him. This is pre-patent. Apparently, again, I don't know the time frame of this and his death. So, had he already gotten to the point of patent approval? Or was this the final stages? Because he says some things that you're going to hear in this piece that suggest to us that he was in some sort of final phase. Like there was some other things he still needed to present to the patent officials, you see. And this, I tell you, this lines up on its face because the 180-page manifesto seems like that would have been cathartic. Like if I'm pissed at you about something, I don't change. Like if I hate you, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to do it. Nothing will change that. But for a lot of people, if you've got a lot of built up rage and anger, and you sit down and write a 180-page manifesto, maybe that might calm you down. You don't really feel like you're going to do it after that. Yeah, you kind of lost the fire. But he wrote this 180-page manifesto, and the victims don't look like, and he has no, which this is a mean thing because white people do shit all the time and the police let him go. So the fact he has no record is not material to me. But they're claiming that he had just recently been radicalized by just everything. Like suddenly he woke up and realized what's going on in the world around him, and oh my God, he's so angry about it. Just like I'm over it. Uh, let's see now. Let's bring you in and see this now, because this is apparently at his own residence. It's his own words. It is the invention we're talking about that supports my whole theory. Shout out to Virgil Kendrick. I see you, and good morning. Where you at? It's after 1 o'clock for me. What time zone are you in? You too, Melanin. Okay, you're in now. All right. Hear this.
Okay. You'll have to see all of this. You got your here, just step back here. You got your hydrogen for your electrolysis. You got your batteries, your water. I want you to notice that you can get a shot of this showers. There's no water in the watch yourself. Okay. Tank is empty. All right, let me put this back on. We're gonna need water in a minute. This is a agitator. So we're gonna do 4 experiments today for the patent examiners.
For the patent examiners. We're going to do 4 experiments today for the patent examiners. All right?
First one, you do need electrolysis. But what my system has done is taken advantage of the residue that's produced by the electrolysis. So we're going to actually start this vehicle without any electrolysis.
Now, I'm going to stop there because we don't know electrolysis and all this other technical stuff. We don't know it. I don't. And I know everything, but I don't know this. So we'll just sketch forward and see, is there anything of probative value? Or let's the first test.
I'm just gonna start it.
Go ahead.
Agitator, and then we're gonna go to the front and we're gonna switch the gas, hydrogen gas on and the regular fuel off. Okay.
Okay. I thought.
I'm going to pause for a second. Go ahead.
So, all right, I'm just gonna start it.
And fine. Now, I don't think we need all of this because even I guess probably here he's probably showing more detailed stuff of what you don't need and stuff. You can go and watch that on your own. We don't need to sit through that. That's just to establish the foundation. This is what so we know this is not fiction, this is not a theory. That's the dude, and he was working on this. And you heard him say for the patent whatever. Definitely White Devils. Now, that's our first piece. We'll come to our first article now. with regard to this. This is from um, this is from Natural News. Conspiracy question mark. Ex cop killed in Buffalo shooting had just invented a powerful water powered engine. This is from 25th May. Aaron Salter Jr., a security guard at the Tops Friendly Market store in Buffalo, who was murdered in the recent mass shooting. Just a second. I want to say this before I read anything. We don't know if he was there. I was stepping over myself earlier when I was lining up. I've got the video, and then we have the manifesto, the sisters making inconsistent statements, and then I'm even offering right now, we don't know if he was there. And maybe why they were pushing like, oh, and the officer, like every white bitch from CNN and everybody else, and the officer, making sure they're really stressing the officer, this hero, because that is the place in your mind that, well, he must have been there. And maybe that's why the sister was giving conflicting statements. Maybe she really did mean like, no, Aaron wasn't here. But after enough people say something to you, unless you're me, I'm sure of the shit I know. But sometimes that can be infiltrated. People get at you and you be like, I know my name. Damn it, you got me. I got to look up my own name now. Almost. That. So she may have just been worn down like, well, I didn't see him, but I guess he was here. So I'll just say I seen him because everybody's saying he was here. I guess. I'm suggesting to you, I'm offering. He wasn't at work. He wasn't even there. He wasn't there. He was not there. He wasn't there. Because if he was there, I would have him in my video when the bastard gets out and shoots. And then when he goes in, after he shoots everybody in the front, and he walks into the store and starts blasting people, remember, anywhere he's going to look, I'm going to see it. No security guard. No security guard. And then when he shot at one of the White Devils and he missed, who was on the front lane, he went over to go finish him off. He said it was a white dude. He goes, oh, sorry. And then, and my nephew, I think it was, pointed out that it had sort of a video game feel about it. Like, I feel like, was that the Prince? I feel like he was saying at one point, like, it might have just been like a video game. Something. Anyways, it was more cogent than what I just blubbered out. But I'm offering, me the Jedi, I'm offering, until we have something else evidentiary, he wasn't even there. And so this was the big event. Look over here at this mass shooting while we murder him at his house. And then just tell the family, because everybody's looking at CNN, and oh, it's a shooting at Tops, and oh my God. And you could do a lot of things. You understand? I'm offering that. Now we'll read. Security guard Tops, Buffalo, who was murdered in recent mass shooting, allegedly, had reportedly just patented a new type of vehicle engine that runs on water instead of gasoline. I want to stop and say this because I know something about patents, and it's a lot of money to get your shit patented. So they say he had just patented. They're saying it in past tense. So that video that we just saw, he, by his own language in the video, it wasn't patented yet. So we'll read another one after this one to see if they're using the same language or whatever. But this publication is saying, well, they do say reportedly, had reportedly just patented a new type of vehicle engine that runs on water instead of gasoline. Describing his invention as a, quote, newly discovered energy source, end quote. Not true, because I did a video like years ago on my old channel. This isn't the first car that's run on water. Like, it's not. But that aside, And I don't mind him claiming it because white folks claim shit that's not theirs all the time, so I'm not mad. Uh, let's see now. A newly discovered energy source. Just prior to his death, he had been working on and speaking publicly about environmentally sustainable vehicles that have the potential to replace the existing ones that rely on either internal combustion gas or battery powered electric engines. Um, Aaron's LinkedIn profile reveals that one of his main passions in life was coming up with a free energy transportation solution. In a YouTube video, he demonstrated how his 2010 Ford F-150 truck operated using an AWH hydrogen fuel system, which is based on water. Quote, we're going to do four experiments today. We heard him say that. Don't need to read that. What my main system has done is take advantage of the residue. We saw him say that. Salter's video is still available for viewing on YouTube below. And that's all right. Was Aaron targeted by the deep state for coming up with free energy solutions to gas and electric powered vehicles? Which means he will put Elon Musk bitch ass out of business. Back in 2016, Aaron uploaded a post to Facebook explaining his position at AWS Hydrogen Technologies LLC. It modestly read that Aaron was excited to have started his company, believing that it is fully possible to power vehicles with water. Well, it is. And there's even a guy on YouTube that I saw the last time I was tinkering around with my car for something, and he was showing that you could literally, he was running a truck on vodka, like just pouring vodka into the damn tank and go. I believe I can change the way we power our cars, boats, generators, and it comes from water. Okay, I don't. That's not really. That's all fine, Aaron, but that's not what I want. I'm trying to take us in a specific path. Because that's a separate covering, like what he did and who he was. Then you read that language. This is all about get to goings on. Abundantly free water, but it also helps to clean the air pollutants. And not only that, it also stops you from going to fucking Afghanistan to take all the lithium and make up boogeymen and alleged country takeovers and shit, you know, when you need the lithium to run every fucking thing in this bitch. And, you know, it also stops you from going into Iraq when you need their oil when they sit on the third largest oil reserves on the planet. I mean, just, you know, so, I mean, it would have helped some things. It turns out that Salter, wait. It is because of this technology discovery that some believe Aaron's untimely death to be suspicious. Was he targeted by the industries that stand to lose? Should Aaron's invention have gone mainstream? And then in parentheses, the FBI often stages terror attacks, so this hypothesis is not that far-fetched. Not just the FBI, white people. Their government down to the bitch that works at Walmart. No distinctions. And to the evil child being born in the ICU right now. It turns out that Aaron is hardly the person to mysteriously die not long after discovering and unveiling a new system that runs on water rather than fossil fuels or electricity. Haha. Stanley Mayer had also come up with a water-powered motor technology right before he suddenly and strangely died while dining at a Denny's restaurant with two Belgian inventors. That might have been the one that I did. I don't know. It's been so long. But Meyer started choking during the meal. Yes, because they went out. Wait, let me read. During the meal, ran outside, and then somebody shot at him. Claimed that he had been poisoned just before he died. But I think there was more because maybe it wasn't that. Damn it. So it was a restaurant. There was two men, and then he goes outside, and he kind of knew it was. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, you can watch the video. A video of Meyer explaining his technology. Well, Meyer is a white devil, so we don't care. We just can't. Some now believe that Aaron's biggest mistake was filing for a patent on his technology. No, 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 no. No, no, no. That's fine. The mistakes would be you have any white people around you at fucking all while you're producing it. You understand? He had gotten to the patent, um, to the level, to the point where he was ready to now patent it, or filing for a patent, which is expensive. And then there's all different types of patents that you need to have, sometimes on even one thing. You know, the mechanism, the atom itself, how it works, the mechanics of it. I mean, it's patents are a nightmare. Do you understand? One of the many law firms that I worked for, everybody, was Rothwell and Fig in Washington, D.C., and we were intellectual property. And this is right along the type of shit we would handle. Do you understand? Intellectual property. So when you're patenting some shit, but even though you got to go and patent it, we want to know, was the patent issued? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. Because your patent can still be issued. You understand? When did he file? Was it already issued? Was it being issued? That's important to this. But anyways, so it wasn't his biggest mistake, wasn't filing for the patent. All right. He needed to do that. Because that protects you across the earth. If somebody tries to make your shit, then you can go into court, and that's how you get millions of dollars when somebody uses one thing of yours. You understand? By patenting it. Those side notice, I'm thinking about it. If you're somebody that runs, even you're just selling homemade cookies or something, I don't know, whatever, you can now, right now, before you have any paperwork, you can put the TM and a circle around it for trademark. That'll protect you. Just so you know. If this is in that same wheelhouse, because there's a difference in the circle and without the circle. When you see TM for trademark, you'll see an item and just like a little TM right there for trademark. Understand what you understand. It was not long after this occurred that he turned up dead in a mass shooting. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. It was not long after. I need exact time frame, because the timeline is going to be essential to this. Quote, if you figure out a way to beat the oil companies, you have to open source it to the world and never apply for a patent, says Impaired Definity, whoever Impaired Definity is, because they will crush you and bury your patent somehow. No, they can't bury your patent. I mean, again, we need to know, was the patent issued? Was it issued? And patents are a matter of public record. So, I don't know if I feel like doing it right now, but you can look up a patent and see, because you want to know that. And they need to be public, because if you could think you came up with a zipper, you feel me, then you need to go and see if that zipper has already been produced already. And if it has, is there a patent? And it can be a zipper, but is it a utility patent? Or is it just on some other, you know, it could be anything. It could just be the handle on the zipper, that it has a different way to grip it, or it's got a clip or something. I mean, any little thing that changes it, you can have a patent. As long as it doesn't infringe on the, it's not so close to something that's already patented that it starts to encroach on that. It's a whole thing. It's very technical. Anyways, in the comment section at News Punch, someone added that he recalls a story where they murdered hundreds on a ship called the Titanic in order to kill 3 men who were in the way of creating the Federal Reserve. That's absolutely true. And by the way, it wasn't even the Titanic that was sunk, everybody. It was another ship. It was the twin to it, called the fuck. Anyways, it's a lot of people don't know there was a twin ship to the Titanic. They were identical. Identical. Just like a lot of people don't know there's 2 Air Force Ones. Like you'll see Air Force One and there's another one. Another one. Identical. So that's a true statement. That's a true statement. More related news about the FBI's false flag can be found at false flag news. All right, now I want to go to one more on this. Um, because we're trying to see if we can establish a timeline. When was that video, the YouTube video? It said 7 days ago, but he's a hot item now, so that doesn't mean anything. When was that video? And in fact, this one that's here, let me see this one play, because they usually have a thing where you click on play in YouTube.
Okay.
No, they're not giving me the
Let's see
option.
all of this.
Uh,
You got your here. Just step back. You got your hydrogen for your electrolysis.
anyway,
You got your batteries.
fine. We want to know, when was that video made? Because obviously, by his own words in the video, it's not patented yet. It's not. It's not patented yet. So, when was that video? That's what we need to know. I would suggest to you. Well, funny. We'll look at this one. Ex-cop killed by Buffalo shooter had just invented water-powered engine. Supermarket guard who was killed by the Buffalo supermarket. And by the way, have we heard anything from his family? Any family members from this guy? Anybody? Has there been a wife, a girlfriend, a child, a parent, anything who can establish that they absolutely knew he was at Tops on that day? Because I hold he was not there. Because I would have seen him on the video and all this heroics. He was shooting back. Nobody shot back at this dude. Nobody did that. It didn't happen. I saw the video. It didn't happen. Okay, fine. All right. Aaron was identified by his son as the beloved Tops friendly market security guard and former 3-decade Buffalo cop who tried to stop the teenage suspect, according to the Daily Beast. Just a second. That means nothing, because his son could have just been told or shown. How old is his son? Does his son live with him? Were any of those people with him at the truck? Were any of those his sons or brothers? Anyways, but it's Salter Jr.'s work away from the world of law enforcement and security that is attracting interest in the wake of his tragic murder. His latest passion was building environmentally sustainable vehicles, according to his LinkedIn profile. Aaron demonstrated how his 2010 F-150 run using his hydrogen fuel system in a video posted on YouTube. We know that. So we're going to, okay, we read that. All right, I'm looking. I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. That's fine. In 2016, he wrote on Facebook, "This is my company's Facebook page. I'm excited about my company." This is 2016 he's writing this. All right. I'm excited about my company. It stated 6 months ago, didn't proofread. I believe I can change the way we power our cars. ARE cars. Oh my God. um, boats, generators, and it comes from water. Stanley Meyer came up with a similar water-powered motor before suddenly dying while dining at a Denny's with two Belgian investors. Meyer started choking during the meal, ran outside, and claimed he had been poisoned just before he died. And that's gospel then, because any exclamation made in during the act of death, gospel. Um, some observers are stating that Aaron's mistake was applying for a patent. No, I already shot that down. Uh, if you figure out a way to beat the oil companies, you have to open source. Okay, we already read that in something else. Listen, I want to say this because one of my earliest videos for YouTube back on my old channel was when Dr. Dre sold Beats by Dre for $1 billion. And my video, the only reason why I did the video is because so that I could be furious and ranting and screaming at what an idiot Dr. Dre was and why he needed to die. Because anytime if somebody's offering you $1 billion for something, that thing is worth untold billions. That's first. As it relates to what we're dealing with here, I just want to add to say, just for your own knowing knowledge, that when Dr. Dre sells off Beats with Dre, in that language, which he probably didn't read, I don't know, Dr. Dre's been in the business for a while now. Maybe he started reading stuff. I don't know. But I'm trying to say, if he didn't, I'm sure somewhere in that legal language, he was also selling off his intellectual property. And by extension, how you word it, that intellectual property would just by default insinuate your patents. You see? You wake up one day thinking, well, I still own the patent, and then you find out you don't because you signed some shit. Don't get me started, man. Don't do it. All right. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there was nothing else to read there. I read everything. So who's here? Black Beauty, shout out to you. I see you, girl. You're at the airport leaving America for a couple of days. Where you going? And why am I not on the plane with you? Not understanding. Thaddeus, it's been a minute. Shout out to you, Thaddeus. Checking in from Boston, Massachusetts. Wow. Somebody, I'd like for you to volunteer to do a Google search while I'm pulling up our next thing to see if you know. Just do a search and say, was Aaron Salters Jr. patent issued? Go. Because I want to come to this. First, I think I want to do, because I'm going to double back to Aaron. I don't think I need the clips from yesterday. Don't need them. We'll work our way back. So we want to do now our brother Maxwell Sangulani Chikumbutso of Zimbabwe. This is the dude, recent, who the radio-powered television This is from 10th May of last year. Zimbabwe's gift, there he is. And because remember, and I don't know how I even learned about him the first time. I feel like people were sending me this, or I saw it on Instagram. So I did not know about this. I feel like on my own. I feel like I remember people texting me and sending me stuff. The moment I saw it, I did, damn it, because the first video I saw, there was a white devil in the room, and right there, like I'm not being ridiculous, and I'm not exaggerating or overstating it when I say to you, everybody, it don't matter what it is. Doesn't matter. The moment you allow even one of them, whatever it is, you just ruined it. You just ruined it. You just ruined it. You just ruined it. It's over now. What, I don't care what it is. You just ruined it. You just ruined it. You just ruined it, because they never come with pure intention. They don't have that capability. They don't have it. And I saw a white demon there, and I thought, oh my God, you know. And then there was already people saying, I hope he doesn't, expressing concern, you know, like, uh-oh, you know. So he's Zimbabwean, Chikumbutso, poisoned. Zimbabwe gifted young innovator. Why can you use inventor also, bitch? Innovate. Because this is invent. Innovate is Michael Jackson saw some kids doing the moonwalk, and he innovates it to make it smooth and adds the glove and the socks and Billie Jean to it. That's innovating. Invent is the shit wasn't here. Of man. Maxwell Sangulani Chikumbutso, credited for developing a green-powered energy that can produce electricity using radio frequency, is battling for his life in a hospital in the capital after falling ill from suspected poisoning. I'm going to stop and say this. One thing first. Let's get rid of this green energy bullshit. Because remember, I always tell you, language matters. How you think and speak is how you relate and react to anything. The language that you use for that affects how you react to that. If you can't march around saying fucking white devil and the white man is the devil, you're never going to do shit about these people. You won't. They know this. So, when they say green energy, no, free energy. Free. 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 Because think, green is a vastly different statement than free. Because if I tell you it's green, you just think, oh, it's fresh and it won't pollute anything. But you don't realize, wait, that means it don't cost shit to produce it. It comes out of thin air. And you're ready to stab somebody for charging you for it. When you think free. You understand? Language, everybody. Anyways, so we can't just let those things go by. Using radio frequency is battling for his life. All right, his company, why is it jumping so extremely? His company and close business associates believe this is linked to his wireless energy transmission innovation activity. No question. No question. No question. No question. You know, even Allah in the Quran, everybody, describes the unrighteous and those who are unbelievers, who don't believe in the hereafter, that they hate those who do. Hate the righteous. This is your maker speaking this, not me. And anytime I read that, I know it's white people. I know it. I know it. They're the ones trying to stamp out righteousness on the earth and the light of the divine, you see. And they don't get along with humanity because they're not human. So This is one of the other many millions of reasons why Africa doesn't make Dubai look like a thrift store. Dubai and everybody else should look like a thrift store next to any country in Africa. Any one of them. Any one of them. And this is right up that same line. Chikumbutso, his mentor and business advisor, Dr. Farai Katsandi, on Friday said there have been several attempts on his life and family from unknown people widely opposed to his wireless energy transmission innovation. You see, one thing you don't do is you don't go, when you know you have something, you keep it to yourself. This is why I've spoken so fiercely to you over the years about loyalty, everybody. I'm somebody who's fiercely loyal, so I don't tolerate disloyalty in my ranks. One of the worst things you can do and the quickest way to get killed is to be disloyal to me. You don't do that. So you have to have loyal people around you, and you don't talk about nothing. You understand? And probably he did. And the other thing you don't do is this is first before the other one, is you definitely don't let white people involved in anything at all. Any success, anything. Like, they shouldn't be in our music. We shouldn't allow them to be doing anything, like anything at all. At all. At all. At all. At all. And sadly, he's in Zimbabwe. He doesn't know the white man's the devil. Many of our African brothers and sisters, they're waking up now. Many of them are. They get it. They totally know now. But there's still many of them that don't. He hasn't been feeling well of late. We have not met for some time now, but he told me recently he has kidney problems. I don't have much details, but I know certainly he and his family have been targeted, he said. Chikumbutso is the first Zimbabwean to design and make a hybrid engine, powered helicopter and electric car, a magnetic converter, green power generator, and a drone bitch through his company, Saith Technologies. Let's pray for Maxwell Chikumbutso, who is fighting to regain his health after being poisoned, read a company statement on Facebook. Okay, what company? Is it your own company, or you call it your company because you work there? Like, because I hate when people are like, my company be so, but you're not the CEO, set your ass down, So is it that, like, my company? Because then who's this company? Damn it. We have to do this. We don't have a choice. Why am I not getting? Why can't I highlight anything? I can't work like this, dude. I can't. All right. Anyways, I want to look up this Saith Technologies. The battle that we are involved in is real, but we relentlessly keep on fighting. There's information out there we never sent out or shared, but there are some horrible people who are always trying to destroy us. That would be white people. We have, because you think I'm being ridiculous? You think Arabs are canoodling against this dude? You think it would be Arabs? You think it would be the Asians of any stripe, the Vietnamese, the Chinese, the Japanese, just any E's? You think the Indians? You think they'd be doing? You think this? No, white people. But there are some horrible people. We have received threats that range from death, financial, and personal ruin through emails, Facebook Messenger, and other social media platforms. A number of free energy access, there's that word, a number of free energy access scientists have been killed or poisoned across the world in schemes widely believed to be led by the oil and solar technology energy industry mafia, which wants to continue dominating the lucrative deals and business in their industries. Sources say early this year, another top South Korean free energy access. Now they're using free. All the rest of this um, energy access scientist and inventors was murdered under the unclear circumstances by the mafia in the oil and renewable energy underworld. Quote, our detractors who would even want us dead, such as their rabid, such as I think they meant such is their rabid opposition to the technology that we have brought to the world, as well as the life-changing prospect of free energy, saith technology, said in a statement that I can't highlight. I'm nothing without my highlighter. I can't work like this. Our vision is to serve the world and make it a better place. Well, you got to get rid of white people in order to do that, because they're not interested in serving the world or making it a better place. They tear down every fucking thing they get their hands on. That's what they do. That's who they are. You want it ruined? Just add them to it. We have been through so much torment over the past few months, but we are still standing. Thank you for your unwavering support. You continue to stand with us. And you can imagine, for all the Jeff Bezos and the fucker, the Elon Musk out there, they probably stole their shit from somebody in Africa. Like, you feel me? You know, like, white people are not, they're not the source of anything. Okay, it looks like we had our first glitch, everybody, with the technology. I don't know if you received it, if you got an interruption or not. If so, would you please communicate that to me? Did y'all experience a delay? Talk. Um, like I asked a serious question. I'd like an answer. I said, because I saw that it said my software had disconnected. Did you experience a disconnection? Is that a yes, Virgil? Are you saying, was there a glitch? Did you mean it was? Um, Melanin, glitchy, and has frozen, and now we can't hear you. Okay. When was y'all gonna tell me that? If I didn't ask. Yeah, it's very glitchy. Let me save this. Uh, You know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna finish this. Give a damn. Like whatever I gotta do, that's what's gonna happen. Um, yeah, because it's real glitchy right now. And why would it be? Um, I need to make sure I close out some of this stuff. Well, okay, there's the stream. Go back to that. And okay, it says reconnection was successful. It only went out for like a half a second. Uh, okay, y'all. Here's what's gonna happen. Let me see one more time. Yeah, I can still see it's jerking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch over to StreamYard. That's what I'm gonna do. And so what will that mean for you? Wait. Oh, there we are. Is that I am, how do I do this? Create a broadcast. New broadcast. Jedi. I'll call it part 2. Part 2. What did I title this one that we're on? I want to caps. Was Buffalo shooting a cover up? Murder. How do I title this? The murder of. Oh, I just because the thumbnail. So, was Buffalo shooting a cover up for this murder? That should be enough. This murder. Copy and paste. No, I can't, because I don't have. Yeah, I don't know. continue. Because I'm going to switch like in the middle of everything. Because now this other software wants my camera and my microphone. So I'm going to kill it. So refresh my channel. Go to my home page or refresh. And you should see me. If you don't do it, it's on you. I'm not begging y'all for shit no more. I'm done. I can't. I got to keep my train of thought so I can deliver this information. Okay, I need to come to the stream. And I need to kill this.